day 9 of the Diddy trial, and Diddy's former assistant, George Kaplan, is testifying against him. We know yesterday he was granted immunity to testify against Diddy. The government asked him, when did you work for Combs Enterprises? From 2013 to 2015. What fell under the holding company? Clothing, liquor, entertainment. I was the executive assistant to the chief operating officer. What was your next position? Executive assistant to the chairman, Mr. Combs, from September 2014 to September 2015. Who did you report to? Miss Christina Korm, or KK. She essentially ran Combs' life. Where did you report? LA. What did you do? I carried his bags and made things where and when he wanted them. As he trusted me more, he had me around more, and I'd set up the hotel rooms. How many hours a week? 80 to 100 hours a week. How much did you get paid? $125,000 a year to start. What did you do in the morning? Made sure everything was in the bathroom and the breakfast was cooked. He was recording a mixtape, so we worked late. Who was his security? Uncle Polly, D-Rock, and Ruben. Later, licensed security in the second half of 2015. How frequently did you communicate with Mr. Combs? Multiple times a day. Things could be found in the bag, an iPad, substances, whatever. Did he threaten you? He threatened my job. How often? Maybe monthly. He said that he was only surrounded by the best people. For example, he wanted me to get 1 liter of water. I brought back 2 half-liters, and he said no. How did you travel? On his jet. How did you set up the hotel rooms? There was a bag. I unpacked it. Clothes, candles, Astroglide, baby oil. Who bought this? Often me. In what cities did you set up the hotel rooms? LA, New York, and Miami. In LA, Mr. C, Bel Air, and the Intercontinental. And in New York, Trump by Columbus Circle. In Miami, the SLS. How was it booked? Under Frank Black, based on Biggie's Frank White. Would you clean up the rooms? Yes. Bottles of baby oil, Gatorade. Once brown crystallized powder on the counter of the bathroom sink. Why did you clean it up and not the hotel staff? It was implied to protect his public image. I was keen on doing that. Explain. I found hotels who would sell photos to newspapers to shame guests. Did he reach out to you from the room? For food, clothes, sometimes substances. I did it. What substances? Dope kit. Illegal substances? Advil and K. What else did he ask for? I picked up the substances for him. MDMA. Who asked? Mr. Combs in LA and Miami. In Miami, Mr. Combs asked me to call a person. He came and he gave me a bag of pills, MDMA. I gave him cash and I gave the pills to Mr. Combs. In LA, I went out and met a person in Hollywood. I gave them the money and he gave me a bag. When did you carry cash for Mr. Combs? I'd carry $50,000 on his private jet. Did you pick up the cash for Mr. Combs? Yes, $10,000 at Western Union from Combs Enterprises. What long-term relationships of Mr. Combs were you aware of? Cassie, Kim, and Gina. Who was Kim? The mother of his children. Cassie, his girlfriend. Gina, another girlfriend. The jet flight to Las Vegas. What was the layout on that jet? 4 chairs, a partition, and I had a partial view over my right shoulder. When you witnessed violence by Mr. Combs on Miss Ventura, why didn't you intervene? My career. After the glass breaking, what did Mr. Combs do? He came forward. Cassie stayed in the bed. He asked me to get creams to conceal the bruising on her face. How did you pay for it? A corporate credit card. Why did you leave Combs Enterprises? I didn't think I should be covering things up, like buying witch hazel. Also, my father had prostate cancer. Any other violence? He threw things at Gina in the entry of the main home on Star Island. What was he throwing? Green apples. How hard? Very hard. Later, I took the medicine bag into their room. Mr. Combs wanted me to leave quickly. Then what? I heard Gina at the gate and male voices. Who? Security. Diddy's lawyer starts out by asking, why did you go to work for Combs Enterprise? He was an incredible entrepreneur. I've learned from him. What did Brian do as COO? Ensuring profitability of each unit. Tell me about it. We were on the 6th floor of Broadway. Everybody was there. It was momentous. Was diversity important for Mr. Combs? specifically for African Americans. What did Blue Flame do? Marketing for Ciroc. What about Diageo? They own Johnny Walker and others. Mr. Combs set up a marketing entity for Ciroc. Her job, what was it? For example, Mr. Combs would say, "We're going to leave the house." He meant 3 to 5 minutes. I had a checklist for the bags and the toiletries. It was a bad look on me if something wasn't in there. I'm handing you something to refresh your recollection. Take a look at it as long as you want to. You ran an off-site training, a graduate from Harvard Business School, also Kenny Burns. I remember. You were effective, right? I worked hard. I don't know how you'll answer. Was it good or bad? Complicated. He didn't need to yell at you when you brought him 2 half-liters of water. I worked hard. Okay. Who was Biggie? A huge rapper who unfortunately passed away. Wasn't Biggie's birthday a holiday at the Combs Enterprise? Yes. Was it a creative environment? Absolutely. It attracted all kinds of creative people. Lawyers, musicians, advertising people. Now a few specific questions. You used a corporate credit card? Yes. How did Mr. Combs pay? Christina Korm held his wallet with a black Amex card in it. You have no reason to think he kept track of how the baby oil was paid for? No reason. Or applesauce? He loves applesauce. Why do they keep bringing up applesauce? Diddy's lawyer then says, "On cheeseburgers," and smiles, and he says, "On everything." Let's talk about the plane. You heard breaking glass, but you didn't see it? I didn't see it. The incident with Gina, you walked into the house and there was a thin table? I don't know. You don't remember how a person could get out of the gate at Star Island? No, I just heard screaming and commotion. Screams of terror, or how can I open this gate? I don't know how to distinguish between the two. He threatened your jobs, but he didn't physically threaten you? No. You talked about Kim Porter and how she was different. His respect for her. They had incredible kids. Thank you. When you set up the hotel room for Mr. Combs and Kim Porter, there was no baby oil, right? Lotions. You expressed caution about hotels and why you clean the rooms afterwards. Hotel staff could sell the photos. Everybody wants a payday. You sent him a photo of him and Kim Porter after she passed away. I was heartbroken for him. You were close? I invited him to my wedding, but I didn't hear back. Then Diddy's lawyer says objection to his own cross-examination, and he gives a surprised look. You respected him? Yes. What's this photo of? Me, Christina Korm, and Mr. Combs at the airport. He just got on the jet, and that's why there was champagne. You were happy there, right? No. Refresh it. I was glad that I had found mascara in the back seat. They found you and subpoenaed you. I had to retain counsel right away. No further questions. And then it was redirected back to the government. Which incident shook you? The plane with Cassie and the apples with Gina. I felt guilty I didn't do anything after the incident with Cassie on the plane. But you didn't see any injuries? People can be injured without injuries being visible. The totality and the tension with the apples he threw at Gina was troubling. You told Christina Korm about the incidents? Yes, and I told her I am unwilling to stand behind the behavior, and that's why I was quitting. Did Christina Korm say that she would quit? No. How long did she stay after you told her? Until recently. And this is the end of Diddy's former assistant's full testimony against Diddy.